In today's video, I'm gonna talk about blood sugar control. So if you have type 2 diabetes, or if you're just newly diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, you might be wondering how to lower your blood sugar fast. This video is going to show you 5 proven ways to lower glucose. By the way, this is not a medical advice. These are simple tips I would use myself if I wanted to lower my blood glucose fast. If you're new to my channel, my name is Greta, and I'm an online nutritionist and a holistic health coach. If you haven't yet, subscribe to my YouTube channel for weekly health-related videos. So why would you want to have stable blood sugar? Well, stable blood sugar means you are way more likely to have stable energy and mood and have less food cravings. Did you ever feel so dizzy and tired after a meal? So tired that you could have a nap? It might be that your blood sugar levels were too high. If you feel great after a meal, even several hours after a meal, that indicates that most likely your glucose didn't get crazy high or low. Normal blood glucose levels is one of the key factors affecting your long-term health. Chronically elevated glucose and insulin increase your risk of diseases such as type 2 diabetes, cancer, heart disease, and dementia, while having optimal blood glucose and insulin levels helps you to stay healthy and fit. So before we look into ways how to lower blood sugar fast, what causes high blood sugar? So as you probably already know, eating carbohydrates affects blood glucose the most. That's because carbohydrates are broken down into sugar. If you would eat a whole pizza, 2 cookies, and have a can of Coke, most likely your blood glucose wouldn't look very good. Even a non-diabetic person having such meal could easily get blood glucose levels in the 200s. And if you would have a low carbohydrate meal that consists of non-starchy vegetables, fat, and meat, your glucose would stay nice and low. Everyone can have a slightly different blood glucose response. You might get a bigger or a smaller glucose spike from the same food compared to someone else. Your spike might happen sooner or later, but the amount of sugar or carbs in that food won't disappear anywhere. It will have to enter your bloodstream sooner or later. If your glucose was not high at the time you checked it, let's say 2 hours after your meal, that doesn't show the full picture. The spike could have happened 30 minutes after your meal or 3 hours after your meal. Your glucose levels are important through the whole day, not only 2 hours after you eat. So keep that in mind. And if you want to learn about how generally different foods and dietary patterns affect blood glucose levels, check out my CGM Continuous Glucose Monitor experiment, where I tried 3 different diets: the low-carb keto, the high GI carb diet, and the low GI carb diet, and measured my glucose levels. The link to watch it will appear on the top right corner and also at the end of this video. Now, how to lower blood glucose fast? The first tip that works both in the short and in the long term is to reduce or fully stop eating any sugary or starchy carbohydrates. We know that low GI carbohydrates are better for your blood glucose when compared with high GI carbohydrates, things like sugar. But the best foods for blood glucose control are the ones that don't break down into glucose at all. Foods that contain mostly protein and fat. Foods like eggs, meat, cheese, butter, coconut oil, and olive oil. Non-sugary and non-starchy vegetables will also be in this group, as they are high in fiber and will barely have any blood glucose response. Foods like salad, peppers, tomatoes, and broccoli. And if anyone tells you, or you see it somewhere, don't eat fat, fat causes heart disease, that's a total nonsense. You can watch my other video about saturated fat, cholesterol, and heart disease. I share several meta-analyses proving that eating fat does not cause heart disease. This video will appear in the top right corner and also at the end of this video. So that's the first tip. Try to not raise your glucose too much in the first place. Then the next tip to lower your blood glucose fast is to go for a walk just before your meal or straight after your meal. Walking helps you to use some of that sugar for energy and reduces your overall glucose spike. Even if I don't eat a lot of sugar or carbs, I still like going for a walk after my meals. It's a healthy habit worth including in your daily routine. By the way, going for a walk would help to lower your stress hormone cortisol that can also elevate your blood glucose. So you get a double benefit. So if you're really stressed or if you just finished eating and you want to lower your blood sugar fast, walking is a good way to do it. And if you don't have time to go for a walk, at least do 10 squats before eating, as it provides similar health benefits. Then the next tip to lower blood sugar fast is to drink apple cider vinegar. To consume apple cider vinegar, you can simply mix 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar with cold water and drink it. I like making it with sparkling water and add a few drops of stevia. It helps to lower your blood glucose spike. You can take this drink either before or after your meal. Having it 30 minutes before the meal would be the most effective. So if you want to learn more about apple cider vinegar, you can check out my other video about apple cider vinegar for type 2 diabetes. It will appear in the top right corner right now and also at the end of this video. Then the next tip. Take blood sugar lowering supplements such as berberine or cinnamon before your meals. This, of course, only after consulting with your doctor. Berberine is a very powerful blood glucose lowering supplement. Studies show it's just as effective as metformin. You can discuss it with your doctor. Taking berberine supplement with type 2 diabetes or without diabetes helps to lower your blood sugar fast. This certainly doesn't mean that you should keep eating sugar and taking supplements. Like always, removing the root cause of high blood glucose is the most important thing. And my last tip on how to lower blood sugar fast or even prevent a spike is to add some extra fat and fiber into your meals. Eating meals that contain protein, fat, and fiber helps to slow down the digestion of carbohydrates. This will help to reduce spike in blood sugar after eating. And of course, I'm not talking about adding margarine to your meals. Add healthy sources of fat, such as extra virgin olive oil or grass-fed butter. So these were my 5 tips to lower blood glucose fast. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like it and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And check out some of my other useful videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.